sia tutto distrutto!
Hello and welcome back to Alex SpaceX Talks. Success may be, excitement guaranteed. Elon Musk was exactly right with his prediction of yesterday's first test flight of a fully integrated Starship vehicle. Almost 2 years, SpaceX enthusiasts had been waiting for the big day to come. And boy, we weren't let down by Elon's crew at Starbase Texas.
5, 4, 3.
Was the test flight really a success or a complete failure? To cut the long story short, the test flight was a success. Although that the test flight was already over after 4 minutes, SpaceX gathered a huge amount of valuable data which will help them to assess what worked, what went wrong, and how to improve for the upcoming test flights. Remember, data gathering during prototyping is key. But why did the spacecraft explode? What went wrong and when can we expect the next test flight to happen? Let me explain it to you. Soon after SpaceX restarted the countdown from a hold at T-40 seconds, all the Raptors on our Super Heavy prototype ignited. It took the vehicle a couple of seconds to lift off, but no issues were detected so far. Then it started to tumble a bit sideways, but that got also corrected by the gimbling Raptor engines. After 30 seconds in the flight, a small explosion was noticed at the bottom of Super Heavy, and we also saw that in the end, 6 Raptor engines shut down during the ascent. After 2.5 minutes in the flight, stage separation should have started to happen, and the upper Starship vehicle should have lit all its Raptor engines to continue its journey into orbit. But somehow stage separation did not occur. Super Heavy and Starship began to tumble, and SpaceX had no other choice as to hit the flight termination system and therefore destroying the vehicle. An official statement on SpaceX's homepage says that the vehicle experienced multiple engines out during the test flight, lost altitude and began to tumble. The flight termination system was commanded on both the booster and the ship. With a test like this, success comes from what we learn, and we have learned a tremendous amount about the vehicle and ground systems today that will help us improve on future flights of Starship. So, seeing all the mass media reports about an explosion, that the test was a huge setback for Elon Musk and that Mars is far, far away, let me set the record straight here. Starship successfully lifted off from the orbital launch pad for the first time. The vehicle cleared the pad and beach as Starship climbed to an apogee of 40 kilometers over the Gulf of Mexico, the highest of any Starship to date. 27 out of 33 Raptor engines were running and SpaceX collected valuable data. Or to say it in Elon's words, anything that did not blow up the pad was a win. The orbital launch mount took some severe damage though. I'm honestly not quite sure how SpaceX will move on with this issue. In my view, a flame diverter system is clearly missing because the massive force of the 33 Raptor engines was just unbelievable to witness and could currently prevent further Starship test flights from Starbase to happen. You might be asking yourself now, what's next? When will the next test flight take place? I assume that it will first take a couple of weeks for the cleanup of stage 0. Data will be analyzed to learn what went wrong during the first test flight, and if that doesn't lead to any major design changes of the Starship and Super Heavy vehicle, the launch mount infrastructure or the Raptor engines, then testing activities might continue with our next prototypes in line being Ship 26 and Booster 9. Realistically, the second fully integrated test flight could be happening in the next 4 to 5 months. Anyway, I'm sure that we will find out more in the upcoming days as more and more information from Elon and SpaceX will be taken to Twitter. Let's keep our fingers crossed for the whole SpaceX crew in the upcoming weeks and months. In the meantime, let's witness again this amazing moment where history once again has been written by SpaceX, successfully launching the biggest rocket in the world. See you soon in my next video. Ciao.
5, 4, 3,